And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to SNSN. We're doing a late show today because, well, we had things to do in the morning. Just things. We had things to do. Kathy had things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got nothing to do.
Meetings, work, you know, the good stuff. Got to make that paycheck.
The more and more I talk to you, the more you sound like your husband. I swear to God. And the more he sounds like you.
Hey, I mean, it's going to happen.
So we take a look, and look, we got this new green screen now. So, like, who's in the studio? Is it me or is it Kathy?
Mm-hmm.
Kathy could be anywhere in the world right now.
Could be.
She could be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the world is Kathy?
Remember playing that game as a kid?
Hey, Kathy, if you're here, can you just tip that camera?
Tip this one.
Yeah, tip it towards you. A little more, if it'll go. All right. I think.
Not that I'm in the studio or anything.
No, not that you're in the studio. Actually, it's a mannequin that is here. That's robotic. That was able to go ahead and hit that arm over. So, all right. So we got a couple things we can talk about today. Well, first of all, did you watch the interview with Heather Summers on Friday, or did
I
you
watched
get a
bits and
chance
pieces of it. I was working. It was busy day that day.
We reran it. I reran it this morning. So if people didn't get a chance to see it, they hopefully got a chance to see it. She came bearing gifts.
Mm-hmm. Deviant Donuts, right? Is that
Deviant
what it is?
Donuts. Who brings Deviant Donuts? Well, Heather Summer brings.
And what Kevin Cunningham is what Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Once in a while. Once in a while he'll bring them. Then he'll complain that I didn't bring them for him. So anyway, she brought also a half dozen eggs from her own chickens.
Oh, I see those posts with her chickens. Yeah.
You know what I learned, and I didn't know this to be true, or I didn't know it at all, that when you get fresh eggs and everything, if you don't wash them, they'll stay fresh.
Yeah, you don't have to refrigerate them.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, my sister has chickens.
So, you know who didn't know it was Melissa. She didn't have any idea.
Well, I mean, why would you? You know,
I didn't either.
Eggs, no, you know, I always told the kids when they were little that eggs don't come from chickens; they come from the store just to mess with them. So, but I mean, yeah, that's what you know. They're refrigerated. You buy them and you put them in your refrigerator,
like you do with any dairy product, milk, or cheese, or anything like that. Well, so it was an interesting thing that I had learned, and then I brought them home, and Melissa goes, "How long have they been on the counter?" I don't know. I brought them home yesterday afternoon. Oh my God, they're gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Okay. And I told her, and I said, no, they're fine. And then she goes, well, I said, well, they haven't been washed yet. She goes, oh my God. And I went, no, hold up. Let me tell you the story. Tell you what I learned today. So I didn't know that if you didn't wash them, that they stay fresh.
I think in other countries too, when they buy them, they're not washed and they're not refrigerated.
How long does that last?
I don't know.
There's gotta be a point where then a chicken comes out.
Well, only if they're fertilized. The ones you buy in the store are not fertilized. There'll never be a chicken in them. They're not fertilized. So I don't know. I don't know about the fresh ones, how that works. I've never had chickens myself.
We'll take him to the chicken home,
I
chicken orphanage. Mama. And
wonder
then they could, I don't know, can you do that?
don't,
How do they do it?
I don't know.
How
I have
do
no
they?
idea. I have no
I have
idea.
no idea. How do they fertilize them?
I don't know. Don't know if I'd want to know.
It's like fish.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no.
You know, we
Um,
drink that water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
And we know what fish do in
Yes.
there. Yeah.
yeah, yep. That's why we put all the chemicals in it to make it better, right?
Nick says, "Hi, Mom.
Oh God, you're supposed to be in school.
Why aren't you in school? Is he in
Let
school?"
me guess. He's probably study hall or something.
Mom's gonna check.
Yeah.
So if there is anybody here today, show us some sign of life. Either click life or say hello or say something like Nick just did.
Well, you're probably throwing everybody off. No
He's
one's
in the gym.
typically in the. Oh, jeez. So he's not in study hall.
I guess not. Yeah. So show us some form of life that you're actually a human being and not a bot.
Well, people are probably wondering what the hell you're doing being on this late.
And Laura says, "Hello, all."
Hello.
Well, so far you're the only all Laura because no one else. Well, Nick. Just saying Nick, Laura, Nick. Just don't if you know each other.
Rich isn't even on.
Oh, he's not saying anything.
What the heck?
He's dozing in and out.
He could be. That's very possible. Laying in his recliner.
Did he tell you what I said to him?
No.
I felt so bad. Well, not really, but we were coming home from Strawberry Park because it's where my parents live. Yep, there he is. Who's that sexy co-host?
Oh,
Well,
God.
since your wife is hosting the show, I would be the co-host. So first trap.
Hey, he asked.
Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Thanks for participating, though.
Yeah. Thanks for shopping SNSN. Sean says hi.
Hi.
Okay. That's okay. That's what we do. If you are human and you are here, make yourself known. Say hello. Do something. We won't embarrass you like we just did Rich
Mhm.
or
All right.
Kathy.
So Strawberry Park, you went off on a
Wait,
tangent there.
well, you
Like squirrel across the road.
what are you with the redirect all of a sudden?
Because I don't like unfinished stories. You gotta finish it up.
So we went out there. I had to help my parents something with their phone or whatever. I mean, their TV. And then I came home, forgot my phone, had to drive all the way back to Strawberry Park. Came back, and there's Rich
Walking. Yeah.
with his walker.
Yep.
And he
By
has cane
himself?
with him by himself.
I didn't know he went around the damn block. He's only supposed to go like in front of the house by himself.
Oh,
I didn't know he went around the block by himself. Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
I carried him
Oh,
the rest of the way.
Right.
It felt bad.
You followed him, right? Just
And
to make sure.
Well, no, what happened is I put him on the walker and I pushed
Just
him the
wheeled
rest of
him?
the way. Yeah. I got you back, Rich. Don't worry. No pun intended.
He went around by him. Oh.
Well, he was in front and I slowed down and I looked at Melissa and said, "Hey, there's Rich." I went, "Hey, Grandpa."
Yeah.
But then I pulled in and I walked out and I walked all the rest of it to your house with you and I just kind of talked to him for a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's supposed to go out and do his walks and all that's been kind of hard with the rain and I've been busy. I haven't been able to get outside.
He seemed like he was feeling pretty good last night, but he's paying for it today.
He's been the last few days he's been pretty good. Like he's moving around a little bit better. And then
Weather.
Today, he's like, I don't know if it's the pressure that the air pressure, whatever. I don't know, but he's hurting pretty good today.
He said, "Damn it, busted."
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go around the block by
Not
yourself.
supposed to. No. Wait till you get to second grade.
I told you, just in front of the house. You're supposed to go from the stop sign to the corner if I'm not out there.
Wearing a belt today. God, I hate that. You're worried about your fat roll. Look at mine.
I'm trying to hide mine behind the desk.
Cindy says Mike's fault. What is it? What fault?
Always.
What, Cindy? Why is it my fault? What did I do?
Well, you ratted him
Oh,
out.
she said
first of
totally
all.
threw you under the bus.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you know, I didn't ask. I didn't even mention to you. I don't know if you guys would want to go, but we're going on a cruise.
Are you? We've been talking about doing one of
Uh,
those
oh,
forever, but we haven't.
August 2nd to August 10th,
Oh, all right. That took me a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. What month are we in?
Turks and
Next.
Caicos,
Okay. Oh,
Carnival Cruise.
I need to get my passport
Don't need it.
updated. You don't need it for
it.
that, really?
Nope. I asked, and they said, "Oh, you really need is 2 forms of ID, and you're like driver's license and like a social security
Because
card."
it's a
birth certificate."
territory. Is it a territory?
I don't know.
I didn't think it was. Huh.
So Nick
have
says,
to-
"I'm ready for a cruise." No, Nick, this is an adult cruise.
Although by next August he'll technically be an adult, unfortunately.
Will he be 21?
No, he'll be 18. Scary thought.
No, we're
Very scary thought.
we're doing a couple, but you can go. I mean, you can
Oh,
bring
thanks.
Nick and all those guys and if you want to, but if you want to.
The only problem with them is that then they want to bring friends, and it's like,
Well, they can do that on their side of the
Yeah,
cabin. They can do
yeah,
whatever, you know. I mean,
no, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Rich. I've never done a cruise. He's done cruises. I've never done one.
I've been on one. I was on a 4-day cruise to Nova Scotia. It was a blast.
Oh,
The only problem with that was we had the option of doing either a scavenger hunt or a tour of
Mhm.
Halifax.
okay.
So we opted for the tour. So we went to a park where all these geese were all over the place. There's goose poop everywhere.
Yeah.
But still, it was fun, and
Mhm.
they'd come right up to you, and they
Oh,
would
yeah,
just
I'm
kind of
sure
like,
they're used to that. Yeah.
"Hey," and they weren't. I'm sure they were looking for some sort of feeding, but they were okay. They
Hmm.
didn't bite anybody and
Yeah,
everything.
they
So
didn't chase you.
and Halifax is very hilly. Like
Mhm.
Main Street's on like almost like a steady up incline. It's really kind of weird.
Mhm. Never been there.
But the worst part of the whole thing was at the end of the tour, they took us to a. I never told
I
you
don't
this
think
story.
so.
They took us to a cemetery where
Okay.
the people from the Titanic were buried.
Oh, yes, I do remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's odd. Like, hey, you're on a
Yeah.
cruise. Let's go visit people who died while they were on a big ship.
That's exactly what I said to the tour
Very
guide.
odd.
God. Cindy says, I checked the website, passport or license, and original birth certificate. And I told her this the other day, but apparently she didn't believe me. She had to check it herself.
It's always okay to double check. Nothing wrong with that.
Scotzo, Mr. Fryer, said you should get your passport because if you somehow need to fly back to the US, you will be in deep kimchi or kimchi.
Yeah, I know. I have my passport. I just haven't. I need to change my name. I never did all that. So I need to get her done.
To Smith.
Yeah.
Sorry, right?
I used to do a lot of traveling for work, so
Did you?
my passport was very active.
I've never
For a
needed a
while.
passport. When I went to Nova Scotia, I didn't need one.
Yeah, back
But this was
a long time ago.
20 years ago. So
Yeah.
Canada was like, hey, we don't care.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I did a lot of international travel for work quite a few years ago when the kids were younger,
Gotcha.
and then my job changed, so I didn't need to do it anymore. So I kind of let my passport slide.
Scott says takes 4 weeks. Super easy process.
Yeah.
Cindy says it was a good reminder to check my passport, and I'm good until 2025.
Oh, nice.
Good. All right, so you're good.
Yeah, I know it's
So-
one of those things that just keeps getting bumped down my list. I know I got to do it, and I know it's a simple process, and it'll take me 10 minutes to fill out the forms and all that. But it's just one of those things that I'm like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it
I
later.
can do it right through AAA, actually.
I think you can do the pictures and stuff through there.
Waterford, down the Waterford
yeah,
office.
I think so.
Yeah.
Post office too, I think, for pictures. Just I can't remember. It's been so long since I've
Yeah.
done it. But I know it is a simple process. It takes forever to kind of get it, but I really have no excuse other
No.
than just procrastination.
So maybe y'all should go.
I'll have to talk to Rich about it.
Got a
That'd be
water
cool.
slide. Got a lot of food. Did you realize when you went on your cruise the first time you went on a cruise?
I never went on one.
Oh, you hadn't been
I've
on one.
never been
Oh.
on one. Mm-mm.
All right, so the cruise I went on one time, we sat down for dinner, and they hand you the list, the menu, and there's 4 entrees on it. And the waiter comes over and goes, "What would you like?" I'm like, "I can't decide." He goes, "Well, just pick anyone." Well, all right,
Okay.
you're rushing me along here, buddy. What am I
He's
going
like,
to do?
come on, chop, chop.
What am I going to do? Go to the next restaurant? There isn't one. Am I going to jump? Probably not. So he goes, "No." He goes, "You don't understand." I said, "No, apparently I don't." He said, "If you like that one, you can get another one." I said, "What?" You see your
Really?
face. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Odd.
Did you know that you could eat as much as you want.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I ate all 4 entrees.
In one sitting?
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Then I went and played blackjack.
Oh my God. You weren't like puking over the railing?
No.
Oh my God.
No. Then we went to karaoke.
Oh my God.
Then a show. Oh yeah. It's amazing.
I've heard it's really fun. I always
They're fun.
hear
It's
about
a petri dish, but it's fun.
yeah, I don't whatever. I don't I always hear about like people who cruise a lot and
Mhm.
are like kind of professional cruisers, or they tend to be kind of, from what I see, like, I don't know, cruise snobs, I guess, for lack of a better word. Everyone's got their own cruise line that they
Yep.
say is like the absolute best and which one's the absolute worst, but everyone says something different. So whenever I've looked into going on a cruise, I never know where to even start,
Yeah.
because anytime you ask for feedback, everyone's got such vast experiences across different cruise lines. Somebody who says, "Oh, this one's the best. I've never had any problems with it. You got to go with that one." Somebody else will come back and say, "Oh, that's the worst one. I've never had luck." So I never know. I just get overwhelmed, and then I've just
Sean says, I thought the new Real ID they have forced you at DMV was the same as a passport.
No, it's not the same as a passport.
Okay.
Nope, you still need a passport to travel internationally. That Real ID thing has something, I think that's just domestic. I thought. It's definitely not, it doesn't take the place of a passport.
And Rich says, and I think he's drunk now because he says, yes, ... My waiter would have 1 Enfield drinks ready for me without asking.
I'm guessing he would have drinks ready for him without asking. He has
ANSLD.
He's got fat fingers and he does not proofread. It drives me insane.
Would have 1 Enfield drinks ready
That
for
sounds
me
like,
without asking.
that's how he types.
does that, huh?
It drives me nuts. I have to proofread everything. He'll post stuff all the time and I'll look at it and he'll have to go back and edit it.
So speaking of posting, one of the questions I put up, or you and I talked about really before we started this today. Social media networks. Do you trust any of them?
Nope.
No, that's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
How about out in La La Land out there? Anybody? Do you guys trust any social media network?
I guess it depends on what you trust them to do. What? I mean, I trust them to take my information. I trust them to, listen in on my conversations and pop up ads, for things that I'm talking about. I certainly trust them to do all that. Trust them with my information, or trust them to, trust the algorithms that are used or that sort of thing. No. Mm-mm.
So if we don't trust a social media network, then I guess the question is why do we put so much trust in them? And we put a lot. Sure, we sign up and they go, okay, we see ads and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, kind of just to your point, but also we're putting all of our personal information at will.
Yeah.
It could, whatever, it's an event, it's a birthday.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're not in a relationship until your Facebook
Facebook
relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Facebook official.
So, if we don't trust social media, why do we put so much trust in it?
Yeah, I think it's become, I think for a lot of people, almost a necessary evil. Maybe,
Okay.
It's just become so normalized that, and I think a lot of people still have that attitude, well, it won't happen to me kind of thing. Like, I can put this out there, who's going to want my information? Who's going to want to look up my, and I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Okay.
But Facebook things are getting hacked all the time.
Not just Facebook.
All
Eastline Public Schools right now.
Oh yeah.
Hacked.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't had email in a month.
Oh yeah. Banks. Look at banks. I know Plainfield got hit. Didn't they get hit?
Town of Plainfield got whacked. Yeah.
Yep.
Cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars to clean it up and get it right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know.
So it is pretty crazy.
And it's scary. And and who would think, who would want to hack, little Plainfield, Connecticut town? What are they getting out of that?
Depends on what information. Right. Sometimes I would think that they were. Now, I guess to be a criminal, you got to think like a criminal. You kind of think that, well, maybe you go for the smaller towns because maybe they would be less likely to be protected.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And have the infrastructure the technical infrastructure. I don't know. I no idea.
Cindy says, I just spent a few hours last week removing my information from search websites last week.
Mhm.
How do you do that?
Yeah. Have you ever Googled yourself? You'd be
there's
surprised what you
nothing-
find. You'd be surprised what you could find on when
Okay.
you Google yourself. I'm assuming that's probably what she's referring to is going on and removing yourself from searches and things. But I mean, you could Google yourself and your Facebook page pops up, or your social media pages pop up. Your address, your family members' names, your ages, your voting record, your real estate transactions. I know when I've Googled people, what I usually find that pops up are obituaries with the names in them. And then you can kind of, if you're really looking for somebody or looking for information, you can go down that rabbit hole and dig up all those names. And I mean, you can become your own little FBI agent if you really wanted to.
Everything I'm looking at, I just Googled my name, and there's nothing there. But you know what? There's a Mike Minarski in Canada. Did you know that?
Oh,
I knew.
Oh,
He's a pro golfer out
looks
of
just
Canada.
like you.
Yeah, 200 pounds less, but even my name's connected to Paul Lash.
Yeah, and that right? Isn't that weird? I mean, it's
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what pops up. You'll see your name connected to people from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Old spouses or old jobs or things like that.
Old spouses.
There you go. Old addresses, from when you lived 15 years ago. You'd be surprised what's out there and what stays out there.
Why am I a new recruit for the Ellis Tech Golden Eagles? Whatever.
Well, you might want to look into that. Somebody stole your information and signed you up for Ellis Tech.
And there's even my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there we go. I mean, social media.
Yep.
Let's see. She goes, I can show you how to opt out. And she just said voter records is a big one.
Yeah.
Once I hit those two, almost nothing came up. Put your phone number in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Yep.
Have you ever done that? Put your phone number in?
I put my phone number in social medias years ago before Facebook changed it. That's how I used to find people, was through phone numbers. Like if a phone number called you that wasn't in my phone, I would go to Facebook before I went to Google, and I would usually find who it was. But they changed it.
Nothing came up for my phone number.
No.
Do you have to put the dashes in?
Sometimes.
Oh.
I do it both ways.
See.
But it should pop up when you put your phone number in. It should at least pop up like either Verizon or AT&T or whatever it is, and like the area. There you go.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. Big Brother's always watching.
Oh boy, people living at 70 Hill Street. I don't live there, and that's all there is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's there. It's enough information for somebody. I mean, if somebody really had, really wanted to do something nefarious, the information's there if they want to spend the time digging for it.
So why do we put everything up on like boards like Grizzled Now, and a lot of people put a lot of personal information up, but then they turn around, and this is the thing that always gets me. Kathy, maybe as a female, maybe you can answer this question for me, because I only really see females doing this. Like, for example, I'm not going to have a Facebook with my name Michael David. First and middle name, right? There are so many. You know how many Lisa Ann's there are on Facebook? Why? Stephanie Renee.
No idea.
There's a million of them. It's like they hold their they put their first and the middle name, like, you're not going to find me. But then again, they put 700 pictures of their children, which are public.
Yep. Yeah. That I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I would just assume that putting their first and middle name, they think they're, keeping some of their private information out by not having their last name in there. I mean, some people they may have jobs where they don't want to be easily found on social media, but still want a social media. So they may use different names or use first name, middle name, or reverse them, or, some mix like that to make it difficult to find them.
My daughter works for a domestic violence agency shelter, so we are making damn sure Or oh no, she's darn sure. Sorry. Is it darn? Yeah.
Mhm.
The R in the end looks like an M to me. This close away. Damn sure we are very careful with what info is out there.
Yeah. hmm
I think that I would think that it's harder to keep your information off the internet or than putting it on.
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think if you wanted to be off the grid and, and not have any results come up if you search yourself, you would have to have no voter records, no real estate transactions, no social media whatsoever.
Yep.
An unlisted phone number, all of that. I think it would be very difficult to Google somebody and have absolutely zero results pop up.
Yeah, it would be tough, I would think.
Nowadays, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. And a lot of people, I mean, some people are on social media for work purposes. Look at LinkedIn. I mean, a lot of that pops up, and that's really not necessarily a social media, like a Facebook or TikTok or whatever, but it's used for professionals, to maybe find jobs or network with other folks in your industries or whatever. That'll pop up, and that pops up your job, your name, your, all sorts of information.
There's a lot of companies as well that have their own social media networks within them, like Verizon. We had our own.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you could post
like
and
on
do
your
whatever.
intranet, on the internal.
An intranet, yeah. And even though we had intranet as far as email is concerned, a lot of times when we communicated, it would be intranet.
Yep.
And we could instant message,
Yeah, we have that. We have we have that as well. But
I'm trying to find a different backdrop for you.
Oh, I need a different one.
I don't know if this will work.
Yeah, I don't know. I use social media. Well, I shouldn't say I even use social media. I'm not. I'm on Facebook, and I go down the rabbit hole of TikTok, and we'll be one of those like, oh, I just want to take a break for 10, 15 minutes, and an hour later I'm going, oh crap, or Rich is saying, are you still on your phone?
I found a picture of you on the internet with big hair.
Oh, perfect.
From the internet, and there you are. Yeah, I did. Look at that.
That's not really me.
That's Kathy from 1980 or 89, I think.
No.
Believe it if you want. Can you see it?
Gosh, you know what? I can see part of it. That can't be me. I hope that's not me.
That is absolutely.
Let me tell you, when I was in my teens,
just like you.
Do you remember glamour shots?
Yes.
I had glamour shots done as I don't know how old I was, maybe 17-ish, somewhere around there. Oh my God, the hair. Wow. I mean, it was big. It was big. And I came across them recently and I was just like, what? They drape the things around you to make it look like you're wearing like a tube top thing with the leather jacket holding the collar up. I mean, it was ridiculous.
What about the picture-in-picture exposures? You're like this, you go. And then on the side you have a serious photo. Like,
yes.
And the guy's got a mullet for days.
Where they're like up in the corner, right?
Yes.
I had those done too. Or what about with the lights, like the strobe light things behind you, the lasers going behind you? Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. The pink and blue laser lights behind you in your school picture.
Polino says, what, a midday show?
Yeah, changing it up.
And he says, we are encouraged to be on social media at my work.
Yeah.
He works for Special Olympics.
Yep. So. Yeah. So to get information out, to get people engaged and, and involved, the social media, I'm sure, is a big part of that.
Yeah.
I keep telling Rich, emails now are, I think, sending information via email is kind of a way of the past. I don't think that's the initial way to get information out at this point.
What is the way then?
I think it's social media.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
So what is the best social media?
I don't think there is a best.
Okay.
I think it depends on what you're trying to get out, who your audience is.
So Kathy Watson, what is your pick of poison when it comes to social media? If you're going to put something out, say for just a public event.
I go to Facebook.
Okay.
It's a necessary evil. I don't necessarily like it, but I think that's where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck if the algorithms work in your favor.
And they don't.
That's most of the time they don't. But I mean, it's hit or miss. It's better than not putting it out there, I think.
The algorithm always seems to only work in your favor if you're paying them.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
That's
Oh
it,
yeah,
and they all
you
do
get
that
that
now.
little message after you post something. Oh, if you boost now, da da da. Yeah, okay. Bite me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not boost, and
If
we'll
I
see what
boost
happens.
anything, it'd be that thing that drink to give me extra calories, you know? I can just get them from my dad.
Yeah, I get those all the time, and I just say not now and move on. But
But the problem with that is and the other thing is too is like the business pages that Facebook has. Yeah, you get worse.
Oh, I know.
You get worse
know.
penetration on those than you do on your regular page.
Oh, I know. I used to I had a business and had Facebook on there. Same thing with Google ads and things to have the ad pop up at the top.
Yeah.
I spent more money on social media and that damn Google ad. It was almost 5,000 a month when I had my business to
Holy
run
crap.
those, because the business I had was a franchise, and one of their requirements
Was
was
that
they
the
wanted
medical
you.
cleanup?
It was biohazard cleanup, yeah, crime scene cleanup. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
but, I loved it. I really did love it. It people didn't pay and insurance companies didn't pay, and I kind of was doing it for money. So, stupid
I was
me.
just turning tricks.
I mean, stupid me. I wanted to get paid for the work I was doing, but
thirst
biohazard, yeah,
Thirst trap.
yeah, right.
Go ahead. Screenshot. Okay.
Careful, that's going to be used at some
I
point.
don't really care.
Blackmail.
For what? What are they going to get out of me? I just bought a house. I ain't got shit.
But yeah, I mean, it could get really expensive with the advertising and boosting and social media and all of that. And in the end, it didn't get me anything. I ended up closing the business down because I wasn't making money.
I don't know. I think this is just my own personal belief. I believe that it's good to get information out on social media for an event if the event is free.
Yeah. Yeah. There have to be multiple ways. It can't be your only. It has to be one of. So, if there's an event coming up, social media, get it out there, put it on all the town pages, put it, whatever, share it with people in your immediate group, have them share it, all that stuff. But then, I mean, you have to try to hit the people that aren't on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is on social media. And even the people that are on social media, I mean, I scroll it every day. The people that are on social, they may not be. They may be doing it only on the weekends or, whatever. So you want to hit those people. So you have to use multiple streams. You can't just put all your eggs in the social media basket.
Well, like for example, we were selling, I mean, just as another revenue stream, trying, designing different shirts and selling them, right?
I have several.
And you have a few.
I've got mugs, I've got Christmas tree ornaments, I've got t-shirts.
Well, it's because I keep crediting it down to free.
No.
But between that, but where I stopped the Grizzled stuff because
yeah. It's got to be worth it.
There's been if it's free, people are like, I'll take 4.
Well, of course, yeah, with anything.
Right. But I sell more on Etsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Than I do.
Yep.
So that's why even our app is going to change.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not even going to be SNSN anymore. The app. I mean, our morning show will still be in our sports broadcast, but anything with music content is going to be called We Love the 80s, which is something we built really organically on TikTok, the one that nobody trusts. But guess what?
It's another necessary evil. That's a rabbit hole, man. Let me tell you. Talk about a time suck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh man,
time suck.
It is. It is. I mean, that's one of those where you just want to
date somebody like that.
But God. I mean, that's one of those things where you just want to go on and kind of just have some brainless activity for a few minutes, and an hour later, 2 hours later, you're like, oops.
So you said you couldn't sleep last night.
I never fell asleep.
Were you on
last
TikTok?
Night. I was not, because Rich was next to me, and I'm afraid if I was on TikTok, he would hear it and then wake up and be like, "Put your phone down. That's why you can't sleep." So I just Facebooked it most of the night. Actually, I did some schoolwork in the middle of the night. I did some other things.
A 2 word for you. Wireless headphones.
I know. I do. I have my earbud things, but I don't know if they're I don't even know where they are. Yeah.
Kids
have I was gonna say, it's not like the kids where like they keep them on them with their phone all the time. I haven't gotten into that habit, but But yeah, so instead I tried to be productive and did other things instead. But so I have one more class left for school, so I'm trying to
What are you
wrap that up.
studying?
Just business. I have my nursing degree now. I'm getting my business degree, and then I'll be moving on to masters and something I haven't quite figured out what yet. But so
I'm still turning tricks.
Hey, if it works for you, I mean, why change it?
It's not.
I would, but I don't think Rich would appreciate it.
It's not working, so I figured I'd just keep doing it. I keep banging my head against the wall. Why?
Go back to school. I mean, it's so much fun.
I have
It's
no
not fun.
desire.
Yeah, neither did I.
To go back to school
I
whatsoever.
know.
And here I am telling my daughter this morning,
I know.
school, I want you to have a good
I know.
time.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
fun.
I know.
Best time of your life. Actually, it was. High school was the best time of my life.
Yeah, no, I can't even say that. I hated school, and I'm not a fan of it now. I mean, Rich will tell you, I'm constantly like, what a waste. It's such a waste. But I mean, I don't know. I spent 10 hours writing a paper yesterday, and I was just drained. 10 hours writing a paper yesterday. I even brought him to a meeting and sat in the back of the room because I'm a chauffeur right now. Sat in the back of the room, typing away, I'm working on it while he was in his meeting. It was just, the only break I had was driving him to and from that meeting, but the rest of it was just working on this damn paper. And I just feel like, really, that was an entire day to me, just wasted. And I know I should probably have a much better attitude towards it, but it's so hard
I don't think so. I don't know, because I sat in a meeting this morning, and it wasn't it was a meeting about, that we had at my daughter's high school, and me and and Rihanna's mother were there, and it wasn't about like her curriculum. It was just about other things or whatever. But we did get on a conversation about how college is not the career path for some kids.
Most kids.
When I was
honestly,
when I was in high school, it was either you need to go to college, or you need to go in the military.
Yeah.
And
college was pushed it like that was the only option. There were no other options but college when I was in high school.
Dave says 10 hours. What did you write in hieroglyphics or on a sea scroll?
Well, yeah, I know.
Parchment.
No, it was a final project that was due. So it was just a lot of research, a lot of citation. I think I ended up with almost 20 citations, and I mean, it's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah, I would have said, sorry, I gotta go.
And I'm a perfectionist. He's always like, oh, you're overthinking it, or you're putting too much into it. Just, take a step back. That's just not my nature. So I will write something and rewrite it and edit and rewrite and edit and reread and go back. And I'm
with quill and ink.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, no, it was just, it turned out
Ebenezer.
to be, it was just a PowerPoint presentation. I think it turned out to only be about 8 slides, but it needed speaker notes, and each slide had probably several pages worth of speaker notes attached to it. So it was, it's not fun.
Not at all, huh?
No.
May I suggest turning tricks?
Yeah, I know. And
Somebody's got to do it.
Rich is in school too. He handles it much better than I do. He'll just sit there and just bang it out, get it done, and he doesn't complain about it. I'll bitch and moan about it because I just hate it.
I don't really turn tricks.
Maybe you should try.
No. No, I want no part of that. I'm going on a cruise.
I mean, you got the webcams and everything already ready to go, right?
Yeah. Screenshot, go ahead.
What do they call it? You can start an OnlyFans page.
No.
Do feet pics.
No, the funny thing is I actually have an OnlyFans page, but whoa. It was no. It was initially for the same content that I was putting up on like TikTok and Instagram. No, I swear.
So you were duplicating.
Pretty much. But then I found out OnlyFans was
not for that.
Not for those only kind of fans. So
you switched up your content over there then, huh?
No, I don't do it at all. I haven't even been on. No, you could find me on there, but and it's free. It's not like I was charging or anything.
Well, that's where you go wrong. You're supposed to charge. That's the whole point.
I know.
That's how you make the money.
I didn't get it. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So no, but you know where else you can find me?
I'm afraid.
Oh, Plenty of Fish.
Oh my god.
I tried to take. No, even Melissa knows this. I tried
I
to
hope
take.
so.
I haven't been on there in I don't know, at least
Forever.
5 years now. And it's funny because I went on there and I'm like, I can't delete. It won't delete my freaking
God,
profile.
you know, I never even thought of that. I'm probably on a few myself. I never even thought of that.
Oh,
Like leftover. I'm afraid to even go look. I don't want to know.
that's why you are.
I'll just be blissfully ignorant on that one. Uh-oh.
Hurt says that's why you were at the intersection flagging me down. You want a date?
$5.
I ended up walking with him. You know, he said he took Venmo.
Cash App, Venmo.
Cash App, Venmo, PayPal.
Right?
PayPal's even
PayPal
is even kind of like passe now.
Well, especially lately. PayPal's been in the news. Not
Has it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't even paid attention.
They updated. I forget what the specific
Terms of service.
Yeah, they updated their terms of service. Basically, surface. I didn't sleep last night. From what I remember, it was they updated it where that they were going to go back and look and see if any of your social media had ever been flagged as misinformation or anything like that. They were going to charge you money or pull money out of your account or something.
Okay.
I don't remember all the details. I want to say it was a week or two ago. And there has been like a mass exodus of people closing their PayPal accounts because of it, because they're showing, hey, we're going to all this digital currency. And this is, you're giving up some of your hold on your own money.
Matter of fact, if you go into your PayPal app on your phone, it'll say it's clickbait, and they'll say there's money waiting for you, and it takes you right to their crypto. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on here. And I did that the other day, and I'm like, this isn't where I want to be.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know Venmo is owned by PayPal.
Yes. Yep. Well, that's what a lot of people were. They were getting rid of their PayPal, but I don't think they realized the connection, and they were keeping their Venmo, not realizing they were owned by the same company.
Cash App is owned by Stripe.
I don't know.
Is it Stripe?
I'm not sure about that one. But I guess, of course, PayPal, from what I read in the headlines and things, I guess PayPal, that was a mistake. That was a typo. That was, we didn't mean it to be that way. Or, they started backtracking and all of that. I don't know what the current situation is with it, but.
Victoria says, this is weird afternoon chatting.
Yeah.
Dave, by the way, it was Dave's birthday yesterday. So,
happy birthday.
He's completely immune to his idiot comments that he's making, like this one. Mike, I saw you standing on Main Street smoking a cigarette, trying to sell some just symbols. When I was in Jewett City. You looking for a date?
So did he stop or no?
No, that was it. No, he did.
Oh, okay. He did. I mean, if he saw you, then
he wasn't buying what I was selling. Victoria says he has an OnlyFans. I heard.
Yes, he does. He claims he doesn't use it, but
no, you can look it up. I'm telling you, you can look it up. There's nothing there. It's called Mike the Thirst Trap. Your phone's ringing.
I know it's blowing up. I don't
know. All right, let's talk about Halloween real quick.
Yeah.
So, are you dressing up for Halloween?
No. So,
good night.
I know. No, I used it when the kids were younger. I would dress up with them and all of that when we used to kind of get into it. But as they've gotten older, they've gotten boring, and they go and do their own thing. But
older kids go. Older kids go out this year.
Yes.
So every year they're older.
I know. So my kids, I mean, I have younger nieces and nephews. So a lot of times, they'll dress up and just go out with them and not necessarily be trick-or-treating, but we'll walk with them and all of that. But I'm doing a trunk or treat this year, and I guess you can say I'm dressing up, but nothing crazy. I mean, I've dressed up in the past, but nothing.
I'm going to be dressing up as a kitten. No. And you're probably sitting here going, this is creepy.
Well, I'm thinking on OnlyFans. I mean, I mean, people must not like cats. That's got to be some kind of, aren't those furries, right?
Furries,
Maybe
yeah.
are you in like the
Got the ears.
furry section of OnlyFans?
Sometimes I have a sub chat, unicorns. Oh my God. Okay, so you're
But,
doing trunk or treat.
Yeah, I'm doing a trunk or treat or trick or trunk or whatever that's called.
There's that word trick again.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. There's a theme there.
My front door is just going to say tricks. The kids are going to come up and go, "You don't need to be here."
But no, I think that's it. I don't know if we have any plans for actual Halloween night. We haven't even talked about it, honestly.
We're gonna
Seems like it's coming up quick.
Well, you stopped by last year with your kids.
Did I?
It was last year or the year before?
Remember.
No, it was last year.
I might have. Yeah.
I think it was you had your daughter with you. Maybe. She was dressed up, I think. Or they had sacks. They were looking for candy.
I think my daughter dressed up as a hippie last year. That might have been last year. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think you and Rich were walking Ada.
Possible.
Yeah.
That's possible.
So
I usually, those onesies that you can get from like Walmart, that like the adult onesies. I have a raccoon one, and I'll usually just throw that on, throw some black around my eyes, and I'll walk around with that. Just
that's blackface. Can't do that.
No, not blackface. The black eyes, just the raccoon eyes. Which I mean, really, is just like the mascara left over from the night before. But yeah, so I've done that before.
We're gonna have a little fire pit out front.
Oh, nice.
And we've got plenty of candy to give out. Mm-hmm.
So. Victoria says she hands out nips.
Yeah.
I'm going to her house.
Which one's this year?
Adult trick-or-treating. I like it.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. By the time you get to the 7th house. Hey. So that's really me after the 3rd house, because I can't hang anymore. So as we talk about adult trick-or-treating, so you talk about, trunk or treat. Mm-hmm. So the town's doing, or I should say, the Parks and Rec, they're doing it.
Yep.
This weekend.
Yep, Saturday. That's the one I'll be at.
Is it going to be at the park?
Nope, it's at the school.
The school. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
high school. Yep. They changed it. So the last few years, like because of COVID, it had been up at Hopeville, I think, and it was a drive-through.
It was a drive-through. Yeah.
This one is your good old-fashioned
trunk or treat,
or trick or trunk or whatever.
Yeah.
At the high school. So
Ryan's going to be here Wednesday talking about trunk or treat.
Cool.
So
good.
We'll have that information on Wednesday.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Laura says, I love dressing up for Halloween. Our friends do a theme party every year. Everyone wears a costume based on a theme. It's fun.
That's cool.
Victoria says, we do a fire pit and adult beverages. We do have candy bars for the kids too.
Oh, that's good. That's nice to think of the kids for Halloween.
Chocolate dipped in amaretto. Then you light it on fire. No, here you go, kid.
That's perfect. I'm sure the adults, the parents like that little treat. They need it after.
I never thought about doing that. Actually.
Well, I've thought of it. But I mean, think about it for the parents. It's especially if it's on a weekday, it's such a busy, the kids are all jazzed up. If you got younger kids, they're all going nuts and crazy and, getting home from school and they just want to hurry up and get ready. And you're trying to figure out something for dinner and, all of that. And you're trying to get them ready, get you ready, and you're out the door. It's a crazy night. It's crazy. So you know what, to go to someone's house, trick or treating and to get a little nip, that is awesome. It's such a great idea because you need it after that, right? I mean, parents with younger kids, I think they can relate. It's a crazy night. What?
I'm just thinking of my street, when, adult trick or treat, when one house you get a nip, another one you get a bong hit.
Or an edible.
What's in that little baggie? No. Oh my God.
Edibles would be interesting.
Whoa, that would be scary. See, I wouldn't. So first of all, I don't have any.
Well, I don't think people would be giving those out.
No, but what if they see? That could be. What if they did that by mistake?
So I mean, it could, and there are some crazy people, that could, but I don't think that's going to be like a rampant issue.
I hope not. I hope not.
Those things cost money.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to be giving away their stash.
Rich says, "Giddy up."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's still drunk. That's good.
He's on pain meds.
I know. Mind the basket you take your treat from, Cindy says. With an LOL.
Oh, would they? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think you should take a notebook with you and go, Joey, would they give you miniature Reese's?
Cross that one off the
Uh-huh.
list. Or
So
a box of raisins.
Yeah,
How about those?
yeah.
The box of raisins, or you get the stickers or the,
Or give it
granola
a-
bar.
giving out rolls of quarters.
Yeah. We used to get in my grandfather's neighborhood when we were younger, we used to get like $2 bills.
Yeah.
And I still have some of them. Or like the $50 and things like that. When as kids we thought that was so cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
I would
know,
think that was cool too.
Yeah, we
I was always
loved
very
that.
wary of apples.
Oh yeah, what was up with the apples when we were younger? That was a thing. Like we did get apples,
Mhm.
and then of course you always heard about careful the razor blades because it happened like
Mhm.
once or twice. So then everybody
That would
always
be a
thought
trick,
that like
by the
every
way.
yeah that would be
a treat.
I guess.
So I guess why don't you just cut the damn apple in fours?
Well,
you
why
know,
are
and then-
you giving out apples? I mean,
Because they want to be healthy.
yeah,
No, that's not what this is about.
No, that's not what Halloween's about. No. Now, if you want to be healthy, I guess turn your light off and go inside.
Come to my house. We're giving out egg sandwiches.
Like, no.
Would you like yours, Johnny, with or without cheese?
Yeah, I mean that's like giving out protein bars, or I don't know. I mean, hey, you could do non-food things, stickers, or I don't know, tattoos, or glow sticks or something. I mean, you could do something like that, I guess, for the real young
You know what?
ones.
Glow sticks would be fun.
Mhm.
And they're not really expensive.
No,
That would be kind of cool.
yeah, you could do that. Slap bracelets. Those are cheap enough to
Yeah.
get. Things like that, like non-food things. If you wanted to be healthy, I wouldn't do the raisins and the apples and that kind of thing. That's just asking for trouble.
He says, nobody wants your damn apple.
No, they don't.
Nobody wants the damn apple.
And honestly, with the cost of food right now and groceries, I don't know if that would it'd probably be cheaper just to buy the candy. Even the big candy bars. It'd be cheaper to do that than to buy apples.
And there's a list of homes that give out full-size
Yeah,
candy
there
bars,
are.
and
Yeah, there
I
are.
go there.
Yeah.
I go there.
Or you have the houses that'll like make up like goodie bags, and you get like a bunch of little things in like a bag, and they give you a
Yeah.
whole bag of stuff.
And
That's always
kids,
cool,
if you're
too.
listening over your mother or father's shoulder right now, do not fall for the trick that when you get home, they have to test
Inspect.
your candy.
Yes, we do. We have to inspect everything. We have to make sure it's safe.
Yeah. Because by the time you're done, 50% is going off the
Mhm.
top.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the candy tax. Kids have to learn about taxes too. So you have to charge them their candy tax.
If you gave out anything but candy, you made the list. If you gave out anything, well, this Dave, grammar, Dave, grammar. I think what he's trying to say is if you gave out candy, then you're good.
If you
But
didn't,
if you didn't, you're on the egg list.
yes, yep. Which is awful because I mean, as an adult now, I mean that's just horrible. As a kid, I thought that was hysterical. but-
Almond Joy is the candy tax.
Ew, no, Reese cups. Reese cups.
I like
my
Almond
kids.
Joy. I really do.
I'm a Reese cup girl.
Don't blame it on spell check, Dave.
Mhm.
Because there's this thing before spell check that says it's called looking at your
Mhm.
text before you hit enter. That's all right. Can't even tell you how many times I screw up. I'm king of the bad typos. I mean, oh yeah,
Mhm.
that say nasty things like,
Mhm.
oh my
Like,
god.
oops.
Oh.
It happens.
So is Rich gonna dress up, or
I don't
you
know.
guys gonna go around, or
I really don't know what we're doing. I don't even know what day of the week it's on this year. Do we?
it's a Monday? I
Oh,
believe.
that really sucks.
Halloween never falls on a good day.
I know. Well, once in a while it does.
I think last week actually was a Saturday, wasn't it?
I don't know. Probably would have been a Sunday, right? It's the day before.
Halloween is a Monday.
Yeah. I don't know. We
You
don't
guys
have
can-
any.
Why don't you come over and enjoy the fire pit and just sit down?
I wonder if we have any meetings that night. Are there town meetings on?
It's a
Halloween
Monday
night?
night. I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe they'll all be canceled.
No, nothing on the calendar. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even talked to the kids. I don't know what's going on with my nieces and nephews. I have no idea. No clue. We'll figure it out. It'll be a last minute thing. We need to carve pumpkins. We haven't carved pumpkins yet. We usually do that.
I haven't done that either.
I'm slacking. I really am. I need to
We've
carve
had a lot of
pumpkins.
things going on. So
Yeah,
with
yeah.
buying a house. and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
it's just,
That takes a lot of your time, definitely. And a lot of like your attention.
so I'm sitting at my desk when I got back from my daughter's high school on the other side of the state. I'm sitting there and I was really just kind of reflecting for a minute. And I'm like, okay, house is done.
Check.
Stations moved.
Check.
What was the other one? Shit. What was another one?
OnlyFans account set up.
Oh. OnlyFans setup. Check.
Just needs feet pics.
Just no. No. Hey, for those of you like sexy diabetic feet pics,
I hate feet. I don't care how good
I
they
don't
look.
I don't get
I don't
that.
care how good they look.
I don't get
want
it.
to see them. Cover them
I
up.
do not get the whole feet thing.
I
I
can't
do
stand feet.
not at all.
Nope. Grosses me out. I don't care how good they are, how cute they are, how no, nope. No.
Oh, the other thing, the ARP application.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Check.
Those are some big things in very short amount of time.
3 of
all
them
at the same time.
Yeah. And then I just sat back and I just went, huh, what am I going to do today? I'm not kidding you. I was like,
yeah, it's when you're so busy and go. And then that's the
know.
big things are done. You're kind of like, oh, okay.
now it's
what?
just kind of like, and I'm loving this green screen. Boy, the possibilities.
What's behind you
No, it's
What
the
brand is it? Oh,
SNSN
okay.
again. But just so you know.
now?
So, all right. Well, you'll be here tomorrow morning, right?
I think so.
Along with Victoria. Victoria, you'll be in tomorrow morning, right? Tuesday. So it'll be. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Figure it out, kid.
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. I'm not creative.
Yes, you
I
are.
don't do well with stuff like that.
I'd like to talk politics, to be honest with. Oh, wait a minute. We got Brian Lanou coming in tomorrow morning.
Do we?
Yeah, we got Brian coming in
Oh.
tomorrow morning.
That's cool. Actually, I need to talk to him. So that's good.
He'll be here.
Okay, cool.
He'll be here tomorrow morning at 9:15,
Okay.
something like that.
Cool.
9:15. So.
Oh, good. Okay. I wonder how
So-
his shoulder's doing. See how he's doing.
He hadn't said. I talked to him last week. He didn't really say anything.
He was
so.
still in the sling last I saw him.
Really? Was that a couple weeks ago though?
Yeah. That was a couple
He's
weeks
a
ago.
tough guy though. I mean, he's I mean, you look at him and you look at him, he look like chunky or whatever.
No,
This guy's
yeah.
built like a brick shit house. I mean,
Yep.
he was a powerlifting
Mhm.
champion. This guy was.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, all right. Well, let's call it quits for today.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Bring Rich with you. Oh no, we can't.
Can't. No.
Maybe
I don't know if
virtually.
he would even be able to. Virtually, we could. He could do
Yeah.
it from his recliner. From his old man recliner.
From Rich in his recliner. That'd be fun. All right. Tomorrow, Brian Lanou, Kathy, Victoria will be here tomorrow.
Full house.
Full house. Just not on Becky. See you tomorrow.